So the next figure for DC Universe Classics Series 9 is going to be Deadshot. This is a great figure. It's one of my favorites of the line. I can't really say which one I like the best. Really, really nice to get Deadshot. The mask. Great. Nice job with the little targeting sensor on there. Very nice. Sculpting is just nice. You have his little bands there, his wrist blasters, very detailed. The barrels and the targeting, very nice. You see he's got, I think these are supposed to be extra barrels for his wrist blasters. And if not, extra ammo. Got wonderful paint job, except for the sort of grayish appearance of his head and pants. I think they should be a little bit whiter. I mean, it's not too bad, but I think just a little bit whiter would have been nicer. There's a little bit of paint mess or screw up on the chest there, you can see, but I'll give them that. That's a hard thing to paint. And where else? Just a little bit on the little bands on the side with the gold paint, but again, nothing too glaring. I think they've pretty much solved the yellow bleed through problem that I've complained about in the past. Boots are very nice. I love the little the metallic paint that is used on his shins and in his little neckline there, and on his wrist blasters. All very nice. All very nice. Now, he doesn't come with any accessories. I mean, he doesn't have to. He's got his guns right there on his wrists. He's got the standard DC Universe articulation. Although this wave, they don't seem to be able to move their heads as much up and down for some reason. Very minor. Get this figure. I mean, it's a great figure. Great character. I highly recommend this one. Fairly prevalent character in the 80s and 90s, and is shown up today. He first appears in Batman number 59, way back in 1950. He starts out as a crime fighter, as a real rival of Batman almost. But it turns out all that is just cover for him trying to take out and take control of the Gotham City underworld. And back then he has basically pails and a top hat and a domino mask and a gun, and that's it. Well, he's jailed, and during his time in jail, he develops his wrist blasters and his targeting device. I think his first appearance as this happens during the Steve Englehart and Marshall Rogers run of Batman. He's jailed again, and facing the death penalty, he agrees to become part of the new Suicide Squad, and which he works as a government agent assassin in return for an eventual pardon. So he becomes a mainstay of that team for a long time. The whole run, I think, only he and Rick Flag are the only two, maybe Bronze Tiger, are the only ones that stay for the whole run of the series. He decides to give normal life a try, and he goes and finds his daughter, who has had nothing to do with him for a while, and she is living with her mother in an area of Star City that is under assault by different gangs, and he's not going to stand for it. So basically, he's going to come and he shoots them up and wants to make it safe for his little girl. So he has some success in that, and he actually convinces Green Arrow to sort of look after the area a little bit more. And then he joins the Secret Six because he refused to join the Alexander Luthor run Secret Society. And they were basically joined together by a mysterious person who turned out to be the original Lex Luthor, or the DC Universe Lex Luthor, who had taken the name Mockingbird and brought them together. He goes back to the Suicide Squad in time to round up the villains who are being sent to a prison planet, but is betrayed and sent there by Amanda Waller, the head of the Suicide Squad. When he returns, he rejoins the Secret Six as a mercenary. First powers, he is a marksman, pretty much the best marksman as far as anyone say. Maybe Arsenal is a little bit better than he is, but he also is not really a power, but he has a death wish. He's not suicidal, because he doesn't want to commit suicide, but he keeps getting him into. He just doesn't care if he lives or if he dies, and so that can help him in some situations. In others, it can hurt him. Doesn't matter to him whether he lives or dies. That's him. Until next time, see you.